Welcome to the Strand's #1 podcast about everything sports. Featuring King's College London's finest part student, rapper, and podcast host. The Ball Till We Die podcast with Hugoman.
Man, she dumb, she don't think. Making decisions just for us and sadly she don't blink. She thinks she's sway, she finished, she done things right. She just made these things complicated. She could take all day and all night. This pretty. What is happening, family? Welcome to the Ball Till We Die podcast with your host, Hugoman. This podcast is going to be a lot of fun, man. And, it's just going to be a lot of good vibes because we're going to talk about sports. And who doesn't love sports, right? You know what I'm saying? So, before we go on to the whole gist of, the podcast and everything, I'm going to do a little bit of an introduction, bro. So, a little bit about myself, man. My name is Hugo, bro. But, y'all can call me Hugo, man. I'm a third-year student in King's College London taking digital culture. And other than that, man, I'm just a humongous sports fan. And when I'm talking humongous, I mean, that's my life, bro. When I wake up in the morning, that's what I watch. When I'm on the toilet sitting in the morning, that's what I be watching, bro. Everything on TikTok, X, Twitter, Instagram, it's all about sports, bro. So I'm just a big sports fan, bro. Whether or not I'm actually good at playing those sports is a whole other question, because, man's not the best. But, we try to make do with what we can. If you're not really good at playing it, then, you got to do something else. So I'm a big fan of the sports in general. This podcast basically is going to talk about, the fun sports. No offense to any other ones, right? You know what I'm saying? Because if you like, because there's a focus on, certain sports, like football, American and international football or basketball. These sort of sports, they're high adrenaline. They get everybody going. So this is the type of sports that I'm going to be focusing on within the show. I'm going to get a few interviews throughout the year, with some big guys and, big names from the in and around KCL, maybe even more than that, who knows. But if you don't got no interviews, then you're going to be stuck with me yapping for a whole hour about sports, though. You know what I'm saying? This show gonna have 2 segments, bro. Tap in Merchant, where I talk about news and stuff like that, and I'm gonna go. And also I have another one called the Doghouse, where we give debates on fun topics that are related to sports or just related to pop culture and stuff like that in general. So yeah, and right now, as you can see, I'm repping Fresno State jersey, man. Shout out Fresno State, not jersey, sorry, hoodie, man. Shout out Paul George. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest with you, man. I got a big thing for players that come from small universities, bro. We got the Paul Georges coming from Fresno State. My dad was an alumni. That's why I'm rocking this, man. I'm not from here, bro. I'm from King's College, man. But if you're a Bulldogs fan, shout out. Paul George came from there, balled out. Kawhi Leonard, I think he went to San Diego State. Dame Lillard, Weber State. These guys, they come from colleges that might not get all the love. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool for them to make it to the NBA, get a high draft position, and ball out in the league. So honestly, all credit to them, bro. And I'm always a big fan. So I'm always repping this type of stuff. Even if my dad is an alumni from, wherever, man. It's always I gotta give my love to the small colleges, bro. And on the note of Paul George, man, I think he's one hell of a podcaster. I'm trying to sort of emulate his vibe in a way. Obviously, it won't be as good because that guy's got A-listers all over the place, bro. And he's got a whole crew where I'm on my own, bro, just yapping for an hour, man. I don't know, man. If God blesses, man, this could be something that does well. So we'll see, man. But honestly, other than that, man. I'm gonna stop talking for all this introduction stuff, bro. And we're just gonna go straight into the podcast. All right.
This is Tap in Merchant, your #1 source for updated sports-related news from the past week.
So the first thing that I kind of want to talk about is the whole thing with international football going on right now. So basically, there's no any leagues really right now playing because obviously it's the international break. And because we're in England right now, got to give a shout out to England, man. 1-0. Jack Grealish gave a nice little pass to Ollie Watkins at the end on the end, and that was that was a really good goal. 1-0 solid win. We give it to England, bro. They're gonna play Italy soon, so we finna see what's gonna happen, bro. But honestly, the top comment I saw, I was looking at 433, which is like one of the biggest footballing Instagram pages in the world. They were like, bro, they don't even know who Ollie Watkins is, and I was like, what the hell? Y'all don't even know Ollie Watkins, man? If you guys play FPL, which is like a fantasy Premier League, Ollie Watkins is a must-have guy, bro. That guy is amazing. He passes the ball really well. He shoots the ball really well. It almost seems effortless. And I don't know what's going on with Aston Villa this year. They're playing really well under Unai Emery. It's just that this guy is sort of like the main piece of their team. A lot of people talk about Moussa Diaby, right? Because Moussa Diaby got a lot of love for dropping, Saudi money, and they even have this whole chant over there in Aston Villa, bro, about how Moussa Diaby dropped a Saudi money. But Ollie Watkins, bro, he's a baller, man. He can pass, he can shoot, and it shows again in England, bro. If you don't know who Ollie Watkins is, bro, you gotta search him up, man. He is an absolute baller, bro. And what he did for England yesterday, I think this speaks volumes on how good this guy really is. I know it was a little tap in, I'm saying it's not all that crazy, bro, but he's a hardworking fella guy, and FPL, if you play FPL, which is like fantasy Premier League, you'll know who this guy is. But on that note, actually, because international break, this is actually the time where fantasy managers hate the most, and that's primarily because in the international break anything can happen, bro. Your players can get injured, and it's usually the worst time because a lot of people get injured during these international breaks, right? And in fantasy Premier League and FPL, you're given a chance to sort of wild card, which is like change all your players out for new ones. And honestly, the best time to do it was probably next week. I'm on the dumb side of that because I got my wild card. I did it last week, game week 8. So God knows, man, maybe half my team could be injured, bro, because half my team's out on international break, man, and if that happens, I'm done for, So it's honestly the worst possible time, bro. And I should have just waited, maybe been more patient, but this season I'm not doing too well. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not doing too well this season. I'm not doing the best. But you know what? We move, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Ollie Watkins is definitely one of those guys that is in my team that I might keep for a long ass time, bro. They got good fixtures, Aston Villa. I'm just praying that bro doesn't get injured. I hope bro keeps on scoring, man. All love for Ollie Watkins and Aston Villa, bro. Also, in this podcast, I won't be sharing my affiliations, like who I support and stuff like that, because I feel like that backfires a lot on people. But I guess you'll see. You know what I'm saying? As this podcast goes on, you're gonna see a little bit about who and what kind of team I support. And other than that, I guess we'll see. That's a little bit of a secret, you know what I'm saying? All right, in other news, Colorado, man. If you watch college football right now, that's the big story going on right now with sports, I guess. I mean, outside of international football, we're talking about American football. Colorado in halftime were leading 29-0. They were leading 29-0. No points scored against them in halftime, bro. And the craziest thing was that in the final, the score was 46-43. So somehow Stanford managed to score 46 points and a half, which culminated in the biggest comeback in school history, So that's mad, bro. I mean, shout out to Stanford, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stanford, people know Stanford is like the school to go to for like smart people and stuff like that. Smart people go to Stanford, bro. But like, they're saying like a 3-1 against Colorado. Are you kidding me? But hey, man, shout out to Stanford, man. They're ballers. On the other note, though, Colorado, man, they're choke masters, bro. I mean, Prime is Coach Deion Sanders he's a really good coach. What he did in Jackson State, I think, was amazing, and I think what he's bringing, the vibe to Colorado, bringing players such as Travis Hunter and potential Heisman winner if he keeps on playing, the way he does, and not throwing as many picks and stuff like that. Shedeur Sanders, his own son, they're balling out. So they were doing pretty good. But I was saying people like ESPN Bleacher Report, Sports Center, you name it, they were all over this team, man. Everybody was talking about Colorado, Colorado, Colorado. Like, oh my God, it was crazy, and they just lost big time, which I think is kind of it's it's sort of contradictory to how much hype they're getting, right? They're getting a lot of hype. Everybody's going crazy for Colorado, and then they put out this sort of performance, even though they scored a lot, but they didn't win. And the best part about this particular game was the fact that they made like a little. I don't know if they made it a meme yet, but there's this funny photo of like Deion Sanders, man. Like in halftime, you can see him sort of like looking kind of really happy, like, oh yeah, we got this in the bag, bro. All smiling, how he is, man. Always smiling, teeth out, everything, and then literally in the end, he looks like Bill Belichick, Darth Vader mode. When you that meme of like Bill Belichick just like staring away, He looks like that right now, bro. And honestly, on that note, man, it kind of reminds me of those happy to sad memes. There's a guy that's sad, and then also smiling, and then he turns sad. I think this particular Deion Sanders one, I think is probably gonna rank number two. I think number two. Nah, I don't actually. No, never mind. Not number two. Top five somewhere in the happy to sad memes. I mean, number one's gotta be, in my opinion, Agent Trader. The meme of him just like smiling away, that and being totally mortified after that. That's my favorite meme of the happy to sad memes. But yeah, man, horrible. It was sad what happened. Shadur Sanders balled out though, by the way. 5 TDs and 1 interception. Sort of sad moment. It's when Travis Hunter, their one of their main guys, comes back, and then this sort of happens. An L is an L anyway, even if you ball out. Shadur dropping 5 touchdowns is crazy, but this guy he is him. He's legit. You know what I'm saying? We'll see if the guy can win Heisman. I think it won't be him. It'll probably be the boy from USC, Caleb Williams, because they're playing really well. And now the Colorado Buffaloes, they're 4-3, so they're not gonna really make it to the But Caleb Williams probably gonna win. So we'll see. But yeah, thank you for the meme, Coach Prime. Next one. Crazy things gonna happen tonight. I think 7 p.m. UK time. I'm not sure about what time it is in the U.S., but Dylan Danis versus Logan Paul, bro. Bam, bro, that gonna be crazy. I mean, I gotta give it to Dylan Danis, bro. Dylan Danis, he is the epitome of the GOAT, like in terms of trolling. Like if there is a definition of a troll, in any dictionary, there should just be like a photo of Dylan Danis, because this guy is amazing at it. What he's done with the whole Nina Agdal thing, and honestly, his comebacks. Every time Logan tries to put some sneaky stuff onto him, bro, Dylan Danis always gets with a crazy comeback. He always does. He always finds a way to flip it around. You know what I'm saying? He did that first in the first presser when Logan was trying to pressure him, and he was just taking it and putting it back to him. Dylan Danis was talking about how. What you call that? About Savannah Montana, I think, which was like Dylan Danis' ex, and he was saying how she dropped him and everything, and he was like, well, at least I dropped her, and I'm not marrying, I'm saying that's crazy, bro. Like Nina, man, I feel bad for Nina, but I'm saying the game is the game, bro. Dylan Danis balling out, man, saying all this type of stuff, that's crazy, and that he's always gonna be a winner. He's always gonna be a winner, in my opinion, in terms of that, right? I think, in my opinion, no matter if he loses or wins, it's still gonna be remembered for this trolling that he does. He's already taken the dub, in my opinion, and he keeps on going at it. I mean, Logan Paul tried to pull up some really sneaky stuff recently, bro, with the whole Gordon Ryan. Gordon Ryan is like, multi-champion, jiu-jitsu, and he has, battled against Dylan Danis, and, Logan Paul said, it was his kryptonite. But just so you know, Dylan Danis and Gordon Ryan, they did a little sparring session, and I think they both, it wasn't like, I'm not sure who won, but but it wasn't as, lopsided as people would think. People respect Gordon Ryan, but Dylan Danis can hold his own. So, Logan Paul trying to bring all these little guys in. He's probably spending bands. These guys aren't coming in for free. He's spending bands on these guys, and they're just getting roasted, bro. Like Gordon Ryan, maybe not, but the guy before that, Chris Hansen, I think it was the guy with the Catch a Predator, bro. And like literally, Dylan Dan was just talking about how he's losing a bag and that he needs a quick bag from Logan right now. Pulls out his cases, man. He owes a lot X amount of money to this sort of thing, to an X amount of money to that sort of thing. Oh my god, I was like, this guy got the best comebacks in the world. Like this is proper, bro. You know what I'm saying? And as much as you hate, Dylan Danis for what he's doing, man, I always respect him because I feel like, in the sport of like boxing or MMA, you gotta sell it somehow, and he's the only one actually selling it. He's selling it, and people want to watch Dylan Danis. People want to see him win. And he's bringing traction into this entire show, I mean, like, I know we got other cards. We got Salt Poppy versus Slim. By the way, people think that I'm his freaking lookalike. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know if I look that much alike like Salt Poppy. I mean, maybe a little bit. Is it the hair, like the mullet? He's bald now, so I don't know, man. But I went out a few days ago, and somebody was like, "Hey, man, you kind of look like Salt Poppy," and I was like, "Damn, bro." Okay, I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? Salt Poppy's a beast, bro. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Taylor, Salt Poppy. But I'm gonna give a few predictions actually on that note. I'm gonna give a few predictions about who might take the dub in the following matches. Let me just pull out the card. So let me just pull out the card right now and see who. Let me see who's going to take the prime card. Yeah. So who's gonna win from the prime card? Let me just see who is fighting. Okay, maybe. Sorry. Okay, all right. So SX versus DTG. Okay, I'm gonna just say SX because I know because I'm not super familiar with both. I know both of them. But SX seems like a bigger guy, He's got that little, and I always like a guy that makes music. So shout out SX, bro. Okay, Astrid Webb versus Alexi Grace. Astrid Webb takes a dub. She's been here before. She knows how to fight a bit. So we'll give her the W. Swarms versus Ed Matthews. Probably gonna give it to. I'll give it to my boy Ed, man. I mean, Ed got rocked by Blueface, last time. But Swarms and Ed, I think are about the same level, man. So I'm gonna give it to Ed Matthews, man. Shout out. And Chase Demure versus Tempo Arts, man. We're gonna give it to the boy Tempo Arts, man. Tempo Arts. I mean, Chase is getting a bit better. I mean, those first scenes of him like wobbly, wonky, and stuff like that. But I think Chase. I think Tempo Arts got a better of him, bro. Tempo Arts is big, bro, and he knows how to box, and he looks really good. So I'm gonna give it to my boy Tempo, man, from the UK. Alex Wasabi and Nick LMAO versus Luis Alcaraz Pineda and B Dave. Pineda and B Dave take it, bro. Just that's what I think. I think Pineda, and he's got that. He's got that on his bag, bro. And Alex Wasabi, I know, we love Alex Wasabi, bro. We love the Wasabi. We love the Wasabis and what they do, man. But what I'm saying, Pineda got this dub for me. Winterson Nunes versus my mate Nate. Probably Nunes takes it up. All right, and probably the big one, the big fight's coming up: King Kenny versus Anthony Taylor. Anthony Taylor takes his W. I mean, everybody likes Kenny. Everybody knows Kenny, man. The Beta Squad, man. He's their main boxer. Bro knows how to box. He's pretty good, and he's looking really lean right now. Really good, looking really good. But Anthony Taylor, he is a fighter too. He is a fighter, a real fighter. So Anthony Taylor, I think, takes his W, even if he's like 5'3", 5'2". I don't know, man. Probably taller than that. I mean, I'm not one of that. I'm like 5'6", so I'm saying, I can't really speak on that. Dean the Great versus Waleed Sharks. I'm taking Sharks on this one. Salt Poppy versus Slim. I'm gonna take. Who do you think I'm taking, bro? My lookalike, my twin, my brother, bro. Salt Poppy, man. I'm not gonna say how, because I'm not really good at all those like round 6, round 5 KO by submission, all that stuff. I don't know. Sorry, not by submission. It's boxing. I'm sorry, but like KO, all that. No, I'm not gonna guess on that. But I'm just gonna say, guess who's gonna win. So Salt Poppy versus Slim. I got Salt Poppy, bro. And then the big one, Logan Paul versus Dylan Dennis, bro. I got Dylan taking down Logan Paul. And KSI versus. I mean, I guess that's what people want. Okay, so sorry, this Dylan Dennis versus Logan Paul. I guess people want Dylan Dennis to win because of everything, and people really hate Logan Paul right now, and everybody is on Dylan Dennis' side. But I don't know, man. We'll see. Because a lot of people think that Logan Paul is gonna beat him because Dylan Dennis isn't really much of a boxer. He's a jiu-jitsu fighter. But he's got that fighting spirit, man. I think. Actually, you know what? I don't know. Let me backtrack on that. It's like he's there for a bag. We know he just wants the bag, and trolling wants the bag. So I don't know how serious he is taking the fight. But he is looking good. So I'll give it to my boy Dylan Dennis. And finally, KSI versus Tommy Fury, bro. I don't even wanna. So many people are saying like KSI got the chance, bro. He's got the chance to even beat Tommy Fury, bro. Tommy Fury, man, destroyed Jake Paul, bro. And you're saying KSI is better than Jake Paul, man? No, bro. Jake Paul is better than KSI in boxing, And you're telling me that this guy somehow got better, bro. And is about to beat Tommy Fury, who did box in a professional level as well. No. And Tommy Fury will shut this whole influencer boxing down. Metaphorically, it's not gonna be shut down, but it'll tell a story that if you know how to box and you're doing it proper, regimen, everything, and you've been doing it for a long time, it's always gonna beat these influencer guys trying to ball out or whatever, man. And I don't know, man. KSI and Logan Paul, bro, they've been so cringe lately. Like, bro, when Prime started out and everything, everybody was like a big fan. Like, it was Prime. But then you see Logan Paul, and then you see how Logan Paul and KSI are moving, bro. They're moving mad. The things that they're saying are so cringy, bro. Oh, I'm the nightmare. Like, Speed has this amazing like little monologue where he tries to imitate KSI. And he does it so perfectly. Like, it just shows his ego. Like, big ego guys, that's got they think the whole world revolves around them. And, when they got a humbling moment, when they're getting these humbling moments, I hope they get humbled, bro. Because, bro, they talking too much. And KSI talking like he's God. And he said it before. He said he was God. Like, what the hell, man? You can't just be saying that stuff, bro. I don't know, man. I mean, I definitely lost my respect in that way because, like, bro, you're talking too much. You're yapping too much, bro, about yourself. Like, ain't no way trying to hear that. All right, next in line. Wembanyama going crazy, bro. We saw what Wembanyama can do. And given 3 quarters, man, I think bro scored 23 points, bro, against the Heat, it is preseason, so, we can't really take it, but by anything, in a way. Some people would say that, but check this out. Wemby had 23 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 blocks in 22 minutes. Wow, that is really impressive, bro. Wembanyama is, honestly, he's a baller, bro. And this guy, he's got potential to become big. Like, he's got potential. People always talk. These big guys, bro. They always gonna get hate. Because, you hate the great. You hate the great, man. You hate the greatest guys out there, bro. And, Wembanyama was getting all the hate for this first showing in Summer League where he didn't really go crazy. Then man dropped 27, and now man just dropped 23 points in 22 minutes. Like, this guy is a beast, bro. Let's go to the topic of Rookie of the Year, because if you ask me who's gonna win Rookie of the Year this season, bro, I think if I were to spend that Drake champagne poppy steak money, bro, like 800 bands on somebody to win something, Rookie of the Year, bro, Wembanyama. That amount of money, let's say you weren't Drake level, like you have like I'm saying, but you got that money, 800K, right? I would put on Wembanyama all day, all week, man, all month, all year, bro, because this guy is gonna be Rookie of the Year, and God knows what else he could become. He could become something even better, something even crazier, bro. We don't know this guy's potential. It's crazy, man. I'm telling you, 7'3", growing 7'4", even, shooting threes, blocking like crazy. And, there was this crazy clip of him, like, stealing the ball, bro. That was crazy, man. He stole the ball. Like, the ball was so far from him, and he stole it, you know? Like, this guy is looking like the Slenderman out there. Slenderman, but he plays basketball, man. That's mad, bro. Jesus Christ. Like, you know, we talk about KD being Slim Reaper, bro. This guy is Slenderman. You know, and he goes crazy, disappears, goes here, goes there, and then before you know it, he's going crazy. And I'm gonna give it to the Spurs, bro. The Spurs are, you know, looking pretty good for the future, bro. They got that one boy, you know, shout out UK man, Jeremy Sohan. You know, he grew up here. You know, he's still got his accent, so shout out to him. You know, that guy is a really really good baller, and you know he's gonna be one of those pioneers. Like, you know, we talk about Twin Towers, right? You know, we talk about David Robinson, we talk about Tim Duncan, right? The Twin Towers of the Spurs, man. I got these two being the next Twin Towers, man. We got Jeremy Sohan and Victor Wembanyama, bro. I think they're gonna go crazy in the next coming years. Obviously, we'll see how Spurs develop, bro. But let's say the Spurs are bad this year, man. If they get somebody like Ron Holland or Matas Buzelis, bro, it's over. It's wraps, bro, for the NBA. I think that's what I'm gonna say. But yeah, so Rookie of the Year. I mean, you know, you got guys like Scoot. You know, Scoot finna play well. He's in a good team. That's the thing about the Spurs, bro. If you were to look at it from a Rookie of the Year mindset, obviously Rookie of the Years, you know, when they get a lot of the ball, they're gonna become Rookie of the Year because they got more chance to score. Scoot's in a good team, and he's surrounded with people who can score as well. Whereas Wemby could definitely or certainly become one of the main scoring options already. You know, and so Scoot might not score as many points, but I think he's a really good player, and he's got that, you know, multiple all-star potential. The way he dunks, the way he, you know, gets the ball, it's looking pretty. He's looking all right, man. And if it's not them, obviously we got the big man, 7-foot tall tree, bro, from OKC, Chet Holmgren, bro. I don't know, man. I think Chet's also got a good, you know. I mean, behind Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, bro, who's gonna be the next scorer? Like, people are saying what, Josh Giddey. But I think Josh Giddey is more of a facilitator than he is a scorer. You know, getting those little, you know, 10-10-10 type stat lines. You know, that's all he needs, bro, because that's who he is, right? He's just all around the place, and he's a great facilitator. Whereas in terms of scoring, you know, we got guys like Shea, who balled out in the World Cup as well. You know, I was able to watch that, and actually I was able to watch him play in Jakarta, Indonesia. That's where I'm from, by the way. I'm Indonesian. Yeah, so I got to watch him play in the FIBA World Cup, man, and bro, that was amazing watching him play. It was like poetry. The way he just, you know, goes on a post, you know, takes a quick fade, and then, you know, comes back, runs again, takes a three, goes in, like, it's effortless. I mean, that guy plays well, but anyways, I'm getting off track. So, Chet's probably going to become their second scoring option. And if Shea's already dropping like 30 a game, like they've got space for, you know, Chet to score a decent amount at least to make him, you know, first team all rookie for sure. But Rookie of the Year, bro got to go through Wemby. Bro got to go through Wembanyama. All right, and last topic for this new session, man. For this tap in merchant session, man. The Chiefs. We're gonna talk about the Chiefs, man, and we're gonna talk about their win against Denver Broncos, man. The Chiefs won 19-8 against the Denver Broncos. What a boring ass game! It happened yesterday. If you're a big fan of American football, it was pretty boring, bro. The quarterback of the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, had 1 touchdown and 1 interception. And Russell Wilson, who was the quarterback of the Denver Broncos, got 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. So it wasn't really the funnest game to watch. But, you know, the interesting thing about... I think this is an interesting game. It's the battle of the superstar girlfriends, right? Superstar wives or whatever, you know? We got Travis Kelce on one end, who's dating the biggest superstar, pop star right now, female pop star right now, Taylor Swift. I think if y'all don't know who Taylor Swift is, you know, y'all been living under a rock, man. But this guy's been dating Taylor Swift, and she goes to all of his games, and he's been balling out, man. Shout out to him, bro. He got 9 receptions and 124 yards. So in football, I'll make it easy for you. I think anything above 70 yards or 60 yards is a pretty good number. So this guy got 124, so that's pretty good. Nine receptions, and that's most in the team. That leads the team, so he got the ball most of the time. And yeah, so I don't know I don't know, man. But like people always have this curse about like when they're talking about celebrity. Like we think about the Kardashian curse, man, but I think Taylor Swift might be the exact opposite, bro. I mean, Travis Kelce has been balling out. He's been playing out of his mind recently. And if y'all have him on fantasy, man, get out of here, bro. Like people like me who don't have him as a tight end option, man. I'm doing 2 leagues right now. I'm running Evan Engram, and on the other league I'm running Dallas Goedert, who just balled out. To be fair, Dallas Goedert went crazy last week, but before that he was doing like bad, bro. And Travis Kelce, man, back from injury, boom, 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 always doing good. So yeah, I hate that. But anyways, from the other side, we got Russell Wilson, who's the husband of Sierra. If you know Sierra, she's like the really, really famous pop star. If you don't know who she is, man, I mean, she's the one that made songs like 1-2 Step with Missy Elliott and Like a Boy. So yeah, she's known for those songs. But basically Mahomes is like the golden child of the NFL. He's untouchable. No one can really do anything to him. And I think he gets away a lot because he is the golden boy. And I mean, quarterbacks are being protected in the NFL, but Mahomes, man, people love Mahomes too much. They love him too much, bro. And right now, and he's always touted to become the MVP. But just so you know, fun fact, from these 2 stats, who is who? So let's Patrick Mahomes. So Patrick Mahomes is MVP caliber player, and Russell Wilson was that guy, was him, but now he ain't really him because of a few things, and he changed teams and stuff like that, so he's not really all that. One's got more touchdowns and interceptions than the other, and his name is not Patrick Mahomes. Russell Wilson got 12 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and Patrick Mahomes has 11 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. So you tell me, right? Obviously, stats mean a lot in the NFL, right? But then again, it goes back to the receiving core, right? Like we got guys like Sky Moore, leading sort of the Chiefs, like. I do feel like in terms of wide receivers, so I do feel for Mahomes, but he also ain't playing the best, and on the other hand, but they are 5-1, and that's mainly because of the defense, man. In terms of defensive point per game, Chiefs are second in the league, so their defense is balling out, bro. I should have probably drafted them, but I drafted the 49ers instead. Anyways, and on the other hand, Russell Wilson, bro. He got more, but he also got crappy wide receivers. I mean, Jerry Jeudy, did pretty well for a few games and sort of died down, and he played horrible, man. I mean, against the Chiefs. So, he's not working with like superstar caliber wide receivers either, And I guess he's doing, in terms of stats, he's doing a bit better than Mahomes. Obviously not the best, right? But he's 1-5. So I guess we'll see what happens, man. But there's gonna be more games coming out tomorrow. Sunday for NFL, so we'll see how it unfolds. But we gotta talk about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, obviously, because that's all that's going on right now. All the Swifties are going crazy, and I recommend all the Swifties to go to TikTok. Trust me, in TikTok you will learn about football. Like in 30 minutes, you'll know a lot about it already. Yeah. So if you're a Swiftie, man, go TikTok. TikTok's the best place to learn this stuff because there are guys dedicated to making literal slides and presentations for Swifties to understand football better. But if there's more football fans, man, who's complaining, man? Everybody loves football. I love football. So if everybody loves football, then I'm happy, right? All right. Okay, so we're moving on to the doghouse now, man. Let's go.
This is the Dogfight, a place where Hugoman gives his opinions about the internet's most heated topic.
Okay, so on this episode for the Doghouse, we're gonna be debating a few interesting topics, right? They may not be, some of them may not be sports related, but we'll keep it in the line, right? We'll keep it in the line. On the first topic, we got thoughts on the new Drake album and the top three from that album. I liked it, bro. You can call me crazy. You can call me nuts. You can call me psycho, but I like that album, bro. That album was really, really, really good. Um, okay, really, really, really good. Made it seem like like freaking graduation. Sorry. It was good. It wasn't the best Drake album, in my opinion. The best Drake album is always gonna be If You're Reading This Is Too Late. But I think Drake really showed his versatility, which he's always been versatile, and I think he got a lot of bangers there. People complaining like people always. I feel like people always want the old Drake, but it was Drake himself that said that you gotta be, but you gotta be younger, bro. You gotta be younger. Like it's hard because his music isn't as relatable as it used to be because now he's bigger than everybody else. And to stay that big, what you gotta do? You gotta be with the younger audience. You gotta, prove that you can be one of them, and put out the content and the stuff that they like, man. And honestly, this new stuff, it as cringy as like true rap listeners would say it is. He's so zesty. His lyrics are zesty. Blah 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 blah. But trust me, bro. In a month or two, people will be saying "Bagel," "Lightsaber," like even though it makes no sense, he's gonna be singing that stuff, bro. Trust me, bro, because that's who Drake is, man. Drake is the trendsetter. People will listen to his stuff no matter what. And this album, he hasn't pulled out that old Drake. I feel in a minute, bro. But 8 a.m. in Charlotte, damn, they gave some old Drake vibes, and he went crazy on that album, on that song. Polar opposites. They gave a bit of old Drake vibes, And of course, there's new stuff like Rage stuff, IDJF featuring Yeet, or the other one, Daylight, featuring Danis, who, by the way, what's bro finna do? Painting, I mean, not looking the best, and rapping, bro. Actually, no, it might be it's the other way around. This guy finna be dangerous, bro. He got his painting as an album cover for one of the biggest albums right now, and he got a verse on a Drake song, and people saying that he carried that stuff, that song, bro. So I agree. Yeah, Adonis is dangerous, man. This guy he finna go nuts, man. He finna win all sorts of awards. Painting, he gonna win painting awards. He gonna win rap awards, man. We'll see. I don't know, man. And he's light skinned to have French, so it's gonna be dangerous, We'll see. But anyways, was good. I'll give it a 7. I think it wasn't as good as a lot of people expected it to be, but there were a lot of hits within the album. And in terms of top 3, man, I'm gonna give my top 3 right now for the album, bro. In order. So I'm gonna give it from 3 to number 1. Number 3, bro. I think Daylight deserves a top 3 recognition. Why? Because the song was hard. Like you listen to the album and you get all these melodic like mellow vibes, and then all of a sudden boom, Drake goes crazy with Daylight. Like a lot of people didn't expect Daylight to hit, and then boom, it hits, bro. He went crazy. A few corny bars, but the song was really hard hitting, and that's the we're always looking for those songs, when I feel like when rappers drop, we're always looking for that one song that gets you like energetic and going, So definitely, it was like that's why it was in my top 3. I think that was really good. Number 2 was Tried Our Best. Anthony Fantano claimed that Tried Our Best is a top 10 Drake song for him, and honestly, bro, I might have to agree with him. That song was so good, man. Tried Our Best. Drake was going crazy on that song, man. And he still had a few songs that a few lines that might seem interesting, but bro, it was really good. And Ty, by the way, if you didn't know, Ty Dolla $ign was in this song as well. I think it was really good. Sounded really well. I mean, the song started out with him saying, I swear that there's little phases that let me chill. I wanna go without you. The little vibe, that little flow, that was perfect. That really got me hitting. And I agree, man. Shout out Fantano for saying that. I know they hate. I know they probably hate each other, bro. Fantano always gives Drake crappy ratings, and Drake went against was like dissed him like I think a year ago or something. But Fantano gave his flowers, and I'm gonna give mine as well. Good job, Drake. And number one for me, Virginia Beach, bro. Most underlooked Drake song because everybody's like it's the first Drake song, the first song on the album. So a lot of people, when you listen to a Drake album, it's like bomb to end. So you listen to the first song, it's over, move on to the next one, move on to the next one, move on to the next one. But you give it a listen again, and you're always gonna hear that amazing instrumental, crazy instrumental, and just Drake just going nuts. And that song is just really nice, mellow vibes, like. When you're driving late night. I mean, some of you might not be. I mean, we're in London, bro. Nobody really drives here. If you're on a tube ride late night, or if you're on a bus ride, nobody going back home from school, maybe on a rainy day or something. I don't know. Put on the music, play some Virginia Beach, man. You're gonna have a good time. Trust me. You're gonna listen to. It's gonna be an experience, bro. And I felt that way when I first listened to it, and when I listened to it the second time, and the third, and the fourth, and the fifth. Goated freaking song, bro. So that's what I think about Drake, about the new Drake album, man. Shout out for all the dogs, and shout out to all my dogs as well. Next one, another non related, not related topic was about Top Boy, man. If you didn't know, I'm a humongous Top Boy fan. Like, I love Top Boy, and honestly, one of the reasons why I was so interested in coming to the UK in the first place was also because of Top Boy. It just really brought me in, and I sort of developed. I even learned to say the words that they were saying. There was a few things that were sus. I feel like the third season didn't do Top Boy justice. Some of the lines were corny as hell, man. Are you ready to squeeze on a man? Like, squeeze on a man? Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, that's weird as hell. What are you talking about? And oh my god, that wasn't the only part, bro. And like Jack standing in front of the, in support of, doing this in support of Kieran. That was really funny as well. And the funniest thing for me was Deshane's heart attack. Where the hell did it go? Bro was suffering from a heart attack. Literally, in the first few episodes, bro was suffering. He was like holding his heart, like, oh, like you could see the pain that he was having, and throughout to the end of the season, he just never appeared again. We never saw his heart attack again. And bro was running. He was looking like Eliud Kipchoge out there, bro. Never stopping, man. He was running like crazy, just running all the time. And bro, he didn't have a heart attack, not even one bit. How did he die? He got shot. But the heart, completely fine. Okay, weird ass season, bro. If you're interested in watching, something like that could be an example of like, the power or the snowfall of the UK. Go watch Top Boy because it gives a little insight on like that life, that ghetto and the dark. Sorry, not ghetto, but like the hood and that lifestyle that isn't like central London city life, good life, riding the tube here and there. No, we're talking about the snowfall version of the UK. I think it's a good introduction. Start by watching Top Boy Summer House because that's what started out, and that's what got Drake hooked into it and became the executive producer. Splashed money into the new season. And introduce all these new guys in, but the last season was kind of rushed. But anyways, the topic that I want to talk about was who killed Sully. I can proudly confirm, not proudly, but I can confirm that the person who killed Sully was Jack. Yes, sir. People were saying Ronell. People were saying Kieran's mom, but I just got an interesting interesting word from a close member of the close member of the Top Boy family, aka the people. I was eating in number one cafe, which is the cafe that Sully eats in, and I got the information there, and it was confirmed that Jack was the one that actually killed Sully. The puffer already looked like Jack, bro. I don't know how people got Kieran's mom looking all dripped up in a puffer like that, or Ronell was in the trailer, but bro was nowhere to be seen, and he didn't come out. Jack killed Sully. She got the perfect reason as to why she should kill Sully. Live that good life, away from him. And she's been through a lot, man. So we gotta give it to Jack. Perfect reason. We saw, it looked like a big man, but that's just a puffer, bro. She wears big puffers, bro. So, yeah. So it was Jack. That's who killed Sully. All right, moving on. We're gonna talk about the potential awards for the NBA, and I'm gonna talk about the most likely awards. So, who's most likely gonna do this and that in the like in terms of the awards, right? In the new season. So we're gonna talk about so rookie of the year we've already established it's most likely gonna be Wembanyama. Defensive player of the year. Let me pull out some interesting. I'm gonna go against or like give my opinions based on who ESPN thinks is gonna be, right? Okay, so they think it's gonna be Nikola Jokic for MVP. I agree, 150% is gonna be Nikola Jokic. Bro spent the entire summer not even touching a basketball. Bro was riding horses. Bro was partying every night. His hands were nowhere near a basketball, bro. And we never saw any clips of that. Maybe he was, but we never saw any clips of that, bro. Goes into the NBA game, takes the ball up rolling, to half court, picks it up, dribbles it a few times, boom, scores a three straight on the head, bro. This guy is a menace. He's a menace, bro. NBA is 9 to 5. NBA is 9 to 5. Bro does not care. He goes home like, bro, what time does this game end? Like literally on the bench. He's the type of person to do that because he gotta go home, take care of his horses, his family. He's got a kid as well, stuff like that. So yeah. So definitely gonna be MVP. The bro that gotta even try. Okay, we've already confirmed who's gonna win that, and the defensive player of the year. We got JJJ taking possibly defensive player of the year. And I think he's got an interesting position. So because last year they got Dylan Brooks, who was also like a defensive powerhouse. So they got two defensive powerhouses in Jaren Jackson Jr. and Dylan Brooks. I know y'all probably hate y'all hate Dylan Brooks. Me, I love DB, bro. Shout out DB, man. Everybody hates DB, but bro's living up to that most hated role, and I appreciate people that don't back off from that. A lot of people just end up breaking down Ben Simmons. But Dylan Brooks, man, stayed to it. He balled out in the World Cup. I saw him play. He was good. He was really good, and he won Player of the Game in their final match. So somebody like that. He got ejected in the preseason. Yeah, and the whole, I don't know, man. I don't know about all that, but I always respect Dylan Brooks because he plays his heart out, bro. He talks a lot, but that's his game. What's the difference between him and Dylan Danis? Dylan Danis talks a lot of crap, and nobody nobody hates out for him. I know it's against Logan Paul. Everybody hates Logan Paul, and Dylan Brooks talk crap about LeBron and stuff like that, or and everybody loves LeBron, but bro, he doesn't back down from a fight. People like that, I really do give my respect to. You know what I'm saying? So shout out DB. But anyways, JJJ got a good point, being Memphis Grizzlies. I think it's gonna become Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo is getting a bit of a scoring, getting a bit of a relaxed scoring. So he's not scoring. He doesn't have to score as much as he's got D-Lil with him. I don't think anybody calls him that. Sorry, Damian Lillard with him. And yeah, I think he's got a good chance to become defensive player of the year, because if Day misses a bucket, which he doesn't do a lot, but when he does, or when he's having all those bad games, ball comes down, who's gonna be there ready to block? We got, or Chris misses a three, we got Giannis Antetokounmpo, defensive player of the year. He could go MVP as well if he plays out of his mind and beats the guy who won a horse, who rides horses, bro. Yeah, so I got Giannis for defensive player of the year. Sixth man of the year. People saying CP. People saying CP out here, bro. CP got 26.9% of first place votes. He got a lot of votes. For good reason. CP gonna win sixth man of the year, because he's playing in the Golden State Warriors. They already got, guys in the first, and he's gotta come in and play. And I think CP can still ball out, bro. But nah, I think I'm gonna give the resurgence, bro. I'm gonna give the resurgence of Russell Westbrook as sixth man of the year. Russ gotta get that award. Trust me, he gonna get that. He plays in the Clips. Bro gonna get that chance to play alongside some good players. And with the whole Kawhi and PG being out, they can't play X amount of games because they have to play X amount of games to get an award. They be sweating. Those two, they be sweating, man. Or they gotta be together in the in the same time. They be sweating, bro. So I don't know, man. Russell Westbrook, LA are always decent. This is a regular season award, and they're always seemingly okay in the regular season. So we're gonna give it to Russell Westbrook, bro. Shout out my boy Russ. Most improved player. I think it's I think Cade Cunningham. Yeah, I think a lot of people agree. ESPN agrees as well. Cade Cunningham gonna be the number one guy in terms of most improved player, because he didn't play too well last time. I mean, it wasn't that he didn't play too well, but he's got a chance to come back after what happened, right, with him. So yeah, Cade Cunningham, I think is a no-brainer. But a sneaky one. Sneaky include Anthony Simons, playing behind Scoot. Bro's really good. I really do give him. He's a really good NBA player. So Anthony Simons, sneaky potential player. And yeah, other than for player awards, I'm gonna give it to those ones. So yeah, we'll see if I get it right, man. I gave a few predictions. Hopefully, I'm right. If I'm wrong, man, I'm gonna look like who was that guy that said that Haaland was gonna be horrible? Yeah, I forgot who it was. Yeah. Okay, and the last topic that we're gonna talk about today is relevant to the poster for my show. So as you can see, I put different players in my poster. I got different players. Let me just pull it out. So from the football side, I got Haaland. I got Travis Kelce. And then from the basketball side, I got KD. And from the baseball, I got Shohei Ohtani. Now you're probably wondering why I got these guys, because probably they're like the best players, like sort of one of the best players in the league. Yeah, that's one reason. So a lot of people know it. But it's actually because all they do is score. This is what Volatility is about, man. It's about fun. It's about scoring. It's about, the reason why we watch. Like, everybody talks about defense wins championships. Obviously, defense is important. Defense is super important. I'm not putting down defense in any way. But offense is what gets us going, bro. It's what gets us going crazy in any sport, man. When Shohei hits a home run, when KD scores a bucket in any way he likes, when Travis Kelce scored a TD in front of his superstar girlfriend. But I'm gonna talk about one guy, Haaland, bro. Everybody hates on Haaland, bro. They calling him tap-in land, all that type of stuff. Like, bro, he's still the top scorer of the Premier League. He still got 8 goals, bro. In 2 game weeks, if nobody does that well, bro, he could still be on top. Do you know how crazy that is? And people are calling tap-in merchant, blah 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 blah. Which is why I also called the first segment of my show tap-in merchant, bro, because I'm giving you. They said the same thing about Fabrizio Romano, calling him tap-in merchant, because he gets his news from elsewhere and just spreads it out to the world. It does not matter, bro. Results is results. Haaland has 9 goals. Haaland helps City win. He might not perform in big games. Now he can't. Now he hasn't scored goals in a while, and now he's an L, right? He's bad. They're giving Julian Alvarez, which is completely fine because Julian Alvarez honestly is a top 5 player in the world right now. Hands down, Julian Alvarez is a top 5 player in the world right now. But other than that, Haaland, bro, he does that's his job to score. He might not score all the time, but he will score, and it does help. And when you give him that dangerous position, he can score a hat trick on you. So people are hating him this much, bro. Wait till you see, man. Next game week, bro, Haaland gonna score 2 goals. I'm calling it now, bro. I am calling it now. Haaland gonna score 2 goals, bro. This guy is a monster, bro. Do not mess with Erling Haaland, bro. You know. And I hated how people hate on him so much because he's just a tap-in merchant. Like, what do you expect, like, him to do? He's not Thierry Henry. He's not Julian Alvarez. They have different play styles. And you hate on a guy because he's got a certain play style and he doesn't sometimes score. He doesn't score and he's still top of the leaderboards in terms of scoring. And what happens if he does score? He's gonna be even more in the leading all of the leagues in scoring. In the Premier League in scoring. It doesn't change, you know. If Haaland doesn't perform for Man City, they got Julian Alvarez to cover for him. And if he does perform, City are definitely gonna destroy the other team. What can you say, man? They're dangerous. City are dangerous, and I don't like how all this Erling Haaland disrespect is coming, bro. Honestly, I don't appreciate it at all. Man is a baller. He's gonna win the Ballon d'Or this season, you know it. And let's be honest, probably next season too. If he picks up his form, which he definitely will. He will start scoring goals, man. Erling Haaland, bro. Trust me on that. And I think it's a good time to end on that note. Thank you guys for watching my podcast. This is my first one out, so if it was a bit funky, apologies for that. But I always try to put out the best content out there, man. We got this shit. We got this podcast on video. We got this podcast on Spotify, Mixcloud, everything. Shout out Case Radio for giving me this opportunity to become a podcast host. And I only got more good stuff for you guys coming soon. So just be patient, and we're gonna have a good time with Ball Till We Die with Hugoman. I'll see you guys again next week.
Thank you for listening to Ball Till We Die with Hugoman. We hope you enjoyed it and see you again next week.
Man, she dumb. She don't think. Making decisions just for us.